If you're struggling with iron deficiency, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world suffer from this condition, which can leave you feeling constantly tired, irritable, and weak. But the truth is, what we're doing to address our iron deficiency may not be enough, and we could be unknowingly hindering our process rather than helping it. Maybe you're avoiding all red meat, or relying solely on iron supplements without realizing that there are more effective ways to address this issue. That's why we've put together a comprehensive list of 20 do's and don'ts to help you banish your iron deficiency for good. From surprising foods that are rich in iron to lifestyle changes that can help you better absorb this essential nutrient, our tips are designed to help you finally take control of your health and start feeling like your best self again. So, if you're ready to get back on track and say goodbye to iron deficiency once and for all, keep watching. The first and easiest thing on the list of do's is to target getting your iron from diet. There are two types of iron we get from food: heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is gotten from animal-based products and is very absorbable, while non-heme iron is gotten from plant-based food products and is not absorbable. Studies have shown that plant products like spinach are also very high in oxalic acid, which inhibits iron absorption. Basically, spinach is not a great source of iron. As far as iron providing extra energy goes, that would only be the case if weakness were due to iron deficiency anemia. So, focusing on heme iron food products like eggs, red meat, and most especially organ meats like liver and kidney are very good sources of iron and should be added to up iron levels. Number 2 on this list is helping your body absorb iron, and one vitamin that helps with absorption is vitamin C. One major problem found from various studies on iron deficiency is not the fact that people do not consume iron-rich foods, but the fact that most of the foods consumed are not very absorbable. Therefore, most food you consume prevents the iron from staying in the body. So adding vitamin C-rich foods to your diet or taking them as supplements, especially when consuming iron-rich foods, will help the body absorb the iron either from heme or non-heme iron-rich foods. Number 3 on the do's of trying to tackle iron deficiency is soaking your plant-based iron-rich foods. If you're not a big fan of animal-based foods, you do not have to stuff your face with fish and meat just because you want to get your iron in. Foods like beans and lentils are very rich in iron, but the presence of phytic acid in them reduces the absorption of the iron into the body. However, soaking them for a few hours before cooking and eating them has been proven to reduce the presence of phytic acid in them. So, if you love your plant-based foods and still want to get your iron levels dialed in, this one's for you. If you are deficient in iron, a very smart and easy way to up your iron levels is to use supplements. So taking quality iron supplements comes in at number 4. You might be struggling with cooking and eating due to time factors, but taking iron supplements in prescribed dosages is one easy way to go. You can always carry it with you on the go, and you never have to worry about cooking it with your meals. At number 5, let us talk about the best time to consume your iron. One important factor you should be considering is when you take your iron-rich foods or iron supplements. The body is more effective at taking in iron earlier in the day because of the hepcidin hormone the body produces later in the day, which slows down the absorption of iron into the body. This hormone is no doubt an important one in the body, but when in contact with iron, they do not mix well. So, consuming your iron in the morning will help the body absorb it more. Number 6 is when you should be taking your non-heme iron-rich foods, which is before or after meals. As we said earlier, non-heme iron-rich foods and iron-rich foods do not absorb well into the body. Getting all your iron from just animal-based food might not be achievable by a lot of us, so taking your non-heme iron supplements hours before or hours after eating your non-iron-rich foods will help the body absorb the iron more, because most foods block the absorption of non-heme iron into the body, so taking them with your meals would not get your iron levels up as fast as you want them. One food that is very rich in heme iron is seafoods like fish, clams, shellfish, oysters, and the like. Hence, At number 7, we have another great means to increase your iron levels, which is eating seafood. They are very rich in heme iron and should be added to your diet if you are trying to get your iron levels up. Number 8 has to do with what you use to cook your meals. And what best way to tackle iron deficiency than using iron cookware? As a bonus tip, instead of microwaving or preparing your food on a burner, cooking your food with iron cookware has been shown to have more iron in them than foods that were not cooked with iron cookware. So why not start using iron utensils to cook your meals to get more iron into your body? At number 9, including birds like turkey in your diet can help in boosting your iron levels due to the high amount of iron they have in them. So double up on your poultry intake and you'll be stronger than ever. Number 10 has to do with fasting. Inflammation in the body is one of the leading problems which prevents the absorption of iron into your body. This could be tackled by prolonged fasting and periodic intermittent fasting. All of these types of fasting will help reduce inflammation in the body. This will allow the body to make minerals like iron available to the tissues for use. So, extending the periods in between meals is also a way of making sure the body absorbs iron when you eventually eat. The last on the list of to-dos is taking apple cider vinegar. In addition to inflammation in the body, one of the major problems of mineral deficiency is the inability of the body to absorb minerals due to low stomach acid. Apple cider vinegar helps the body absorb minerals easily by adding the right acids to the body, which will help in absorbing iron if you are deficient. So adding it to your food or water when consuming iron-rich food will help the body absorb iron. We have talked about everything you need to do when you are deficient in iron. Now, let's talk about things that you better not do when trying to increase your iron levels. Number 12 on this list is avoiding coffee or any tea. When trying to up your iron levels, avoiding tea and coffee around mealtime will help absorb the iron from the food or supplements you take. This is because the high amount of polyphenols, caffeine, and tannins in both coffee and tea would not allow the iron to be absorbed well. So, if you're a tea lover or you cannot do without your coffee, try keeping it away around mealtime to aid in better absorption of iron into your body. Number 13 on your list of don'ts has to do with using antacids. One key tip: don't take antacids. Antacids are most times prescribed to you when you have issues like indigestion or heartburn. One major function of antacids in your stomach is to wipe away the acids we have in the stomach. Most times, it wipes the good acid that the body needs to absorb the minerals. So, if you are deficient in iron and you are also taking antacids as a prescription, you might need to have a chat with your doctor about other means you can use to combat your stomach issues, such as vinegar and other iron-favorable remedies. At number 14 on this list, we have wine drinking. It is common for most people to have some sort of drink with their food, most especially wine during supper. You might want to cut down on your wine intake if you are suffering from iron deficiency, especially with your iron-rich foods because they are very high in tannin. And the presence of tannin blocks the absorption of iron into the body. You can replace your wine with orange juice, which has a lot of vitamin C and will help you absorb your iron better. Number 15 on your list of don'ts is about fruit juice. You know how we previously mentioned that you can take orange juice? But that's about it. You shouldn't take other fruit juices that are made with their peels. An example of this are fruits like berry, apple, and cranberries. They all have the peel added to them when converting them into juice. Now, the peel of these fruits is known to contain tannin, which slows down the absorption of iron into the body as mentioned before. So, staying away from these fruit juices around mealtime will help increase your iron levels. Number 16 on this list is avoiding calcium supplements. If you are taking calcium supplements with your meals for any reason, maybe a doctor's prescription or you're probably deficient in calcium, avoiding them with your meals because they reduce your levels of iron absorption when you take them with iron-rich foods. Same with beverages high in calcium like milk. Try taking them when you're not having your iron-rich foods to aid better absorption. At number 17 on your list of don'ts, we have everybody's favorite dessert: chocolates. Chocolates are well-known desserts after meals in various households, but if you're deficient in iron, you might want to slow down on those because they also contain a very high amount of tannin in them and can slow down your body's absorption of iron. So, If you must consume them, let it be hours before or after your meals. We have nuts at number 18. Nuts are one very healthy snack, well known to assist when trying to lose weight. But they might be bad for you if you are deficient in iron, especially consuming them with their peel because they also contain a lot of tannin in them. So, if you must eat them, make sure you soak them or roast them, anything to make sure you are not consuming them with the skin. On number 19 on this list, we have something familiar to what we previously mentioned about fruit peels. The skin of fruits is known to contain a lot of tannin in them, and if taken, can affect the absorption of iron into the body. So avoiding the consumption of fruits with the skin, such as berries and mangoes, will go a long way in helping your iron absorption. And if you must take them with the peel, make sure you do not take them around the time when you are taking your iron-rich foods. Do you enjoy eating rice and other grains? Well, at number 20, we have grains. The high amount of phytic acid in grains can reduce or even block the absorption of iron into the body. So, if you are deficient in iron, make sure you are not having grains with your iron-rich foods for total absorption of the iron into your body. Thank you for watching until now. It is highly appreciated. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss out on more healthy videos like this. Take care.